Hey everyone, Richard here with an important update on the PlayStation 4 version of GTA San Andreas running under PS2 emulation. We initially took a look at the game based on a UK purchase and noticed some bizarre frame pacing issues that were not present in the original PS2 edition of the game, which we were running from US 60Hz code. So what you're looking at here is a quick comparison of how the US Sport version of the game looks compared to our initial UK buy. Both seem to be operating at 30 FPS, but look at the frame time graph and you'll see that consistency is nowhere near as good on the UK code. There are still some frame pacing issues on the US version, but generally speaking it's significantly smoother in motion. So what's going on? Our understanding now is that UK purchases are based on original PAL code, but the emulator itself is attempting a frame rate upscale of sorts in order to match the now standard 60Hz output of the PlayStation 4 console. Essentially, it's introducing blended frames which are producing the inconsistent frame times. The GTA games have a 30 FPS cap, but on the PAL version this gets downgraded to 25 FPS, and on the PS4 emulator that gets a pretty poor frame rate upscale via frame blending. Check out what happens when we remove the frame blended images added to the UK version of the game, and lo and behold, 30 FPS becomes the PAL standard 25. In our first report we mistook the frame rate upscaling for a frame pacing issue, but the end result is much the same. Buy the GTA games from a European store and you're getting PAL code that is essentially running at a lower frame rate. We've also taken a look at Dark Cloud and can confirm the same crude frame rate upscaling blend is in effect there. It's not great, to be honest, and to experience the game it was meant to be played, you really need to grab the US version of these titles from the North American PlayStation Store. This gives the 60Hz experience originally envisaged by the game's developers. It's not an ideal state of affairs for those of us in Europe, and it's a shame that those users are getting 50Hz code. In some cases that's unavoidable owing to language translations, but in other titles where this isn't an issue we would hope that Sony could go the extra mile and release 60Hz versions where appropriate. So with that in mind, and also factoring in that we have a very large following in NTSC territories, we've decided to rerun the analysis completely to give an accurate view of how the game looks and plays for those users. Once again we've stacked up the title against the PS2 original plus the recently released PS3 remaster. Now we should stress that this operates at 60Hz whatever region you buy it from. It's also worth pointing out that all of our other comments about the PS4 emulation remain equally valid, specifically the internal rendering resolution, which is identical, 1280 by 896 upscaled to 1080p. It's just performance that offers up the biggest difference between the PAL and NTSC versions, and it's safe to say that buying from the US store makes a lot more sense if you're after the definitive experience on those titles. So anyway, here's the remainder of the corrected analysis for our NTSC dwelling users. Thanks for watching.
Look who I found hanging.
CJ, motherfuckers though, showed them niggas who's gangster. Rider, nigga. So when you leaving, Carl?
I ain't sure. Thought I might stay. Things is fucked up.
The last thing we need is your help.
Ah, man, I won't let you down. I swear.
Hey, we gonna call some hood rats and chill the hell out. You want some?
I got a whole lot going on. I'm tired. I'll catch y'all later.
Hey, yo, just drop in. We all hanging out.
Chill. Get yourself some colors, fool. And a haircut.